Welcome to the Lightning Round, brought to you by Moviga. I'm Lee with your weekly source for all things movies, video games, and more. Now grab your ponchos and let's catch up on this week's news. Starfield has finally released officially, and its concurrent player count reached a peak of over 1 million players across all platforms. Can you imagine how much higher that number would be if it was also on PlayStation? Definitely a big accomplishment. Way to go, Space Skyrim. You did it. It looks like Sky, Children of the Light, an online MMO, just broke the record for live gaming and players in a concert-themed event. With over 10,000 players per instance and 1.25 million total players online, the record seemed to be an easy feat for them. Apparently all it took was downscaling avatars and limiting their capabilities so as to not overload the servers. You know, I'm gonna let you finish, but Da Capo had the greatest online concert of all time. That's a deep cut for all you VR-aware peeps. WB recently claimed that some of its IPs are underused, specifically in terms of DC, Harry Potter, and The Lord of the Rings. I don't know if I completely agree with all three of those. I think that there have been many new additions to all of those IPs over the years, while the majority of the newest installments have been met with disappointment from their less than supportive fan bases. I've always been for building deeper into these beloved universes, but me, personally, I think WB should focus more on quality and being faithful to the source material rather than outputting less than stellar products that don't do well in theaters or streaming. Come on, people. Recognize the patterns here. Seriously. Sir Ian McKellen recently said that he has no plans to retire as long as his mind and body are still working right. Why wouldn't he carry on? Ian McKellen is a legend, to say the least, and to know that he still intends to use his gifts and talents for acting to continue bringing his A-game to cinema and theater. No complaints here. And finally, the most recent, quote, most visually complex Studios Ghibli film to date gets a 9 out of 10 from IGN. It's nice to see Miyazaki continue his legacy of incredible storytelling while putting a nice cap on the end of an incredible filmmaking career. The Boy and the Heron. His swan song is definitely worth seeing, Ghibli fan or not. Well, it looks like the storm has passed. Be sure to check out the Moviga podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or anywhere you listen to that sort of thing, where we're talking all things movies, video games, and more. I'm Lee, and thanks for joining me this week for The Lightning Round.